Welcome to Views from Downstream, my YouTube channel, to talk about how to become more effective in raising kids spiritually. But the last episode, I talked about what's going on with raising kids in Christian homes in America and in the churches, and it's how it's not very effective. That 50 to 80% are leaving the faith after they graduate from high school. Now, this is called Views from Downstream because in my work, I use the metaphor of a river or a stream. And one of the things that you can learn a lot about what's going on upstream is by looking downstream. So if there is a oil spill or some kind of chemical spill upstream, which has happened many times in our country over the years, you will see the effects of that downstream. And if you walk out, say you've got a nice little country cabin along a stream, and you walk out one day and it's putrid green, you don't think, okay, well, that's coming from right here. No, it's coming from upstream, and you would have to go upstream to find the source of it. And so that's exactly what's going on in our churches, is these kids that we raise, and in our homes, these kids that we raise, we are the effects of our parenting and our discipleship are showing up downstream. And so that can be good if the results downstream are great. But as I shared today in the last episode, that my experience was is that 95% of these young people that I worked with as 18-year-olds did not have a mature faith. And so something is wrong upstream. Something is not right. We're missing something in the way in which we raise kids. And so let me just start out. I'm not going to get into this too much, but let me start out by saying that the main contributor to the problems downstream is the fact that the church and the parents of these young people have emphasized that the church is the main discipler of these kids. That the parents' job, and many churches encourage this, bring your kids to our great children's and youth programs, and we'll do the rest. The youth programs, children's ministries are used as recruitment tools for churches to grow in size. And I think this is an unintended effect, but the effect is we're telling parents, as church leaders, we're telling parents, all you have to do is bring your kids and we'll do the rest. When in fact, God has set up the parents to be the ones who guide their children spiritually and help them to know the living God. And in effect, what we have done as local churches, we have taken parents out of the equation. We, instead of helping them learn how to disciple their kids by discipling the parents, we have basically said, parents, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. But the problem is God has designed kids to follow their parents, to imitate their parents. We see that all the time in young children. They want to imitate their parents. And we have basically eliminated that by saying you don't need to worry about raising your kids spiritually, we'll do it. And I know there'll be some objections to that's a little extreme, and it doesn't apply to everybody, but the overall general approach of the local church in our country today is to focus more on the children's programs and youth programs than it is to disciple parents so that they know how to disciple their kids. And I'll talk about that more in my next episode. Thanks.